Can you find circulated cents, and I'm talking modern cents, circulated cents that are brown that you can find in your change now that are worth money? The short answer is yes, and we're going to talk about them in this video. I'm going to show you which ones they are. For those of you who don't know, new subscribers, here's my website for where you sell coins in my coin shop here. It's portsmouthcoinshop.com. If you get a chance, check out portsmouthcoinshop.com. Also, we have a help community. You have a question, come over here to Coin Help You community and post an image and ask your question. So first up, we're going with the 60D small date over large date. It's the D over D. It shows you over here what it looks like, and it has to look exactly like this. The values on these, and like I said, is for brown, circulated, the kind of brown ugly that you get in your change, and you see them all the time. It still has a value in circulated grades, and that's what we're looking at here. Then we have the 1966 Double Die FS 101, and these are the 66 year is some underrated double dies, an extra fine $40, $90. Not a lot of people talk about these. And then you also have the double die reverse, which is extremely rare for the 66. It's a FS 801, and if you don't turn your coins over and look for the double die, then you can miss out on this one, because in the low grades, I think 55, it's $12.50. So in even lower grades, it's going to be worth some money. So this is one that's definitely worth looking for. I don't know if the images here we can download and take a look and see if they'll actually show that. Yes, you can see it, and we're going to go ahead and download it here. Take a little bit of time to take a look at the reverse of this coin so you have an idea. This is what you're looking for. Okay, now that N is thicker, that U is thicker. That's not strike double. Okay, that's the main double die feature that you need to understand. A lot of people will see strike doubling and it'll be smaller. It'll be inside here, where the T will be smaller and the I, but this is actually larger. So that's the main part of it, but there's some other areas like on the S. So that's what you look for in the 1966 double die reverse. Then we move on to the 69D. This is the no FG. It doesn't matter about floating roofs. It has to be missing the FG, and that's the designer initials. There can be no bumps, remnants, not even a shadow of the FG on these. So in the lower grades, the circulated grades, as you can see, it does have some value to it. So it doesn't have to be a high grade to have to be worth a few dollars. 1970S small date. These are not extremely valuable. I have several videos on these, at least a couple videos, and they're talking about high 7, low 7, all that. It's just a different font. It's better off watching my video on that, watch my video on these, so that you get an idea of what they look like and how to identify them. Now these are not worth a whole lot in circulated grades. They're worth a couple dollars, but you can still find them in circulated grades. Anything worth above face value, a few dollars above face value, is going to be worth looking for. Then you have the 1970 large day. It's a 70S. It's a double die obverse. And like I said, over here is the picture. Over here is the picture and what it's supposed to look like. You come over here to PCGS Coin Facts. You can go to Lincoln Cent Resource. You can go to Connect a Variety Vista. You can go to WexlersDoubleDie.com, and you can find several examples in different grades to help you identify these coins. And in AU 53 plus, it's $815. AU 50, so we can go back to the lowest that it has listed, and extra fine 40 is $650. So in the lower grades it's still worth more. It's just not a whole lot have been found in those lower grades, and they haven't been sent off for grading. Then you have the 1971 double die obverse, and here's another image of what it's supposed to look like. This is the main pups, what they call pickup points. These are the main areas you look at first. Then you come down to the price guide, and you can see in 60 it's worth $185. So obviously in AU it's still going to be worth around $100. And AU is almost uncirculated. And these, like I said, these are all BN. That means brown. Look just like the ones in your change. Here's a 1972 double die obverse, and we can take a look at this one. It's a pretty good double die. This is a really widespread, easy to identify almost with the naked eye. This one's worth, in the circulated grades, AU 58, $235, and as low as fine 15, 12, very good 10, very good 8, still 20 bucks. Then here's the 1972 Double Die Obverse, but it's the FS104. And you need to look this up because this is not an easy one to identify, but you will see over here on the edge will have this cud. Now, this is the beginnings of a cud. There can be coins with that, but still not be a double die. So you need to look at other areas, like in the Liberty, because you're actually looking for a double die, not just the cud. I see a lot of people doing that. They'll look for the cud, think they have the coin. It has to have the double die as well, or double die features. This one is extremely valuable as well, even in circulated grades. The lowest they have listed here at PCGS is G4, $95. Now, wouldn't you like to find a circulated coin that people passed up that has those cut on it and the double die for 95 bucks? You can do it. These are coins that have been found recently. People are still finding these in their change. They're still rare, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can go out there and buy a few rolls and find one of these easily. It's not like that, but definitely they've been found recently. So 1983 double die reverse, and here's what this looks like, and it kind of an obvious double die here. As you can see, got a nice spread on it, so don't forget to turn the coins over and look at the reverse too. And this one in the lower grades is not worth a whole lot, but it still has enough value to where it's worth looking for. Most Lincoln cents that you find in your change are going to be in the extra fine area. Some of them will be lower grade, but most of them are going to be in that area, extra fine to AU. They haven't circulated that long, and there's just so many of them. Then we have the 1984 double die Obverse, and this one is basically what people call a double ear, and that ear is well below. I will take a look at this one because people get these confused a lot with contact marks. That ear is exact shape of this one, and it's a lot further down than the normal ear. This one, and circulated grades, is not worth a whole lot, but still yet, with it being so obvious, you should be able to find it, and you have a $20 coin in AU. 1984, it's 1984D, and it's the double die Obverse, FS101. And in circulated grades, this one is also worth something. Talking about extra fine 40, about 30 bucks. And then 1988D, this is the Flare G. What you're looking for on this reverse, and we'll take a look at it, is the flare on the G. So it has to look just like this one right here, just designer initials here on this coin. Now, what you can do is you come over here to Coinfax, you download the image itself, and then you can actually zoom in on it once it downloads. You can see what it looks like. That's the Flare G. That's what you want to see. And look on the price guide side here. You're looking at a coin that is still worth a few dollars in extra fine 40 and very fine 35. Then we have the 1992 Close AM. And see, this is the thing. It's like the 69S and a 92 Close AM. I know these have been found in the last couple years. I've had one posted in my forum, and also had somebody send me one that had graded by Annex that I end up buying. So these can be found still in modern times right now. And you're not just looking at the A and the M here either. You have to also look at the designer initials. It's very important to look at the designer initials as well. And as you can see, it's very valuable even in the lower grades. AU 50, 1,200 bucks. And then you also have the 1992 D version of the Close AM, and you want to look for. And an AU 55, $1,725. It's the better one. Now, it doesn't mean all these are going to sell for these prices. Some of them do need to be graded to have these prices, and that's one of the things people have to understand. You can sell them ungraded if you want to, but at least they're circulated. So there's circulated, modern, and like I said, circulated brown grades is what we showed. We didn't show the red, brown, or the red. But these are coins that are in circulation that can still be found. It takes a lot of searching. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of time. You want to make sure you educate yourself on what they look like. Like I told you, the sites to look for is WexlersDoubleDie.com, Lincoln Cent Resource, Coneca Variety Vista, PCGS's price guide has really good images of these coins, and so does NGC. So hopefully that helps you and you learned a few things and some things just to look for. I mean, I would make a list of these coins. I'd make sure I know what they look like, and these are the coins that I would look for if I'm looking through change. And I wouldn't try to find anomalies and differences on coins because they're not going to be worth what these coins are worth. Sure, you don't want to pass up on a clip, something like that, or struck through a late stage die cap. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about varieties here. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please hit the bell to get all notifications if you like videos like these, and have a great day.